Okay, now it's recording. How did I not notice this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay. I'll keep it short though. I mean, I need it. I think that was my moment to kind of gather my thoughts. All right.
All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Hi. I have to do this because there is a background.
Yeah, you have a background, so you got to do it.
You can't see this, but you can see this.
You spread your arms enough, they disappear.
Yeah. I have no arms. Oh, I do.
Arms! Welcome to Star Stories in Life, the podcast and YouTube show where we talk about stars, stories, and life. So, we're recording again. We did like half of the show and forgot to press the record button. So, yeah, it finally happened to us. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
We are professional podcasters now, okay?
Professionals now. We just did a whole half an episode without actually recording it.
Yes, that's the sign of a true podcaster. I'm so proud of ourselves.
I know, right? So let's rewind and what was the astrological report?
Okay, so we are going to look at the planets aspecting from the 5th of August to the 13th of August. So what Mercury is doing is it's finally leaving Cancer and moving into Leo, and then it'll make a conjunction with Sun very soon. So I feel like we would want to talk about ourselves and our passions. We would want to do more of what makes us happy and connected to our inner child. So I think that's great energy. However, there might be a little bit of hiccup because Saturn is kind of like giving that evil eye to Mercury for a bit. It's not for long. So there might be some hiccups in when it comes to using our mind, using our communication tools, when we are trying to express ourselves in a way that is authentic to who we are. So a little bit of hiccup only this week. It's gonna go away though, so it's fine. Okay. Then I feel like this is one of the most positive energies this week is Venus. Venus entering Cancer. So this would be a time to beautify your home. It could be a time to like really get in touch with your family, or I was going to say core family for some reason. I meant family of origin. So I think there's a lot of blessings there. There's a lot of good luck that I see when it comes to home, family. I think that's the energy I'm feeling. But Venus is a great energy. So whichever house Cancer is for you in your birth chart, I think there's a lot of good luck coming there too. So check your own birth chart. Then let's go to Mars, our showstopper, as I call it. Yes. So Mars is making very interesting connections. First, it's going to square Jupiter. This is not necessarily bad, although squares are conversations of tension. But I think Jupiter, squaring Jupiter, it will really help us to kind of formulate those plans and act on the plans, not just formulate them, but really act on the plans that we've not been able to act on, maybe because there was a lack of motivation or something was just not working out. But I think it will now. Also, like if you're into any kind of physical activity, this is a great time to do that. You'll be feeling charged up. You want to do things. You want to play. You want to go out. Please go out with a mask, please. So this is a great energy to do physical activities. And August will be the month. I think after that we have to kind of pull it back a little bit. So get your energies out. Get your Mars energy out. Get your masculine energy out right now in a good way.
In a good way.
Yes, this is very important because masculine energy tends to go a little bit reckless, but we, with the wisdom of Jupiter, with our own wisdom, we have to know what's good for us. Then Black Moon Lilith is kind of making a connection with Mars and also a little bit with Saturn. So I think this could mean that we want to try a lot of things in bed with our partner. Maybe we want to be very aggressive about it, but there can be some kind of frustration. Either you are, being too hard on yourself, or you're not being able to really tell your partner what you need, or somebody's calling you a slut, or things like that. So there can be some kind of frustration when it comes to our sacred sexual energy, our sacred dark femininity, whatever you call it. But that's okay. I think it's just a little bit, it's not a little bit, actually. It's going to be there for a while. But I think we also have the wisdom to kind of understand the work that we need to do here. Like, what is the universe telling me? What lessons do I need to learn here? So yeah, there is a lot of energy. Maybe you would be a little bit confused as to where to take it or how far to take it. So be a little bit careful about that. And there's a lot of things that will be happening with Uranus, Neptune, and the sun in the upcoming weeks, but I don't really want to go into that in details right now, because when the week comes, we will go there, right? So, what do you think, Emma? What do you think of what the stars are saying? What's your take on this?
Basically that it's a lot of energy, right? It's lots of energy that's going to be around. We're going to have a lot of what did I say before? A lot of personal energy, like energy for me.
Mm-hmm.
We have to use this energy in a way that's positive, not just for us, but for those around us, because in the end, anything we do will likely affect someone else in one way or another. So, you know what I think? I was just thinking this, like, just now, like, maybe this is one of those weeks where it's going to be okay for you to treat yourself a little bit.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah,
not going too far.
You've been wanting to do, or something you've been wanting to do.
Yes.
One of the weeks where that can happen. So
yes,
the energies are in the place where you can manifest this thing you want to do to happen.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's there. It's there.
It's there.
And Venus it has also its blessings there. It's not just Mars. Mars is trying to fuck things up a little bit, but Venus is there. So let's not forget the Venus energy. It's bringing good luck. It's bringing blessings. It's bringing beauty to our lives, to our homes.
That's great. Awesome. Okay, so tarot. I'm going to be using the Mystic Mondays tarot.
So pretty and professional.
Yes, I know. It's such a nice box. Just look at it.
Yeah.
And it opens and you're like, ooh.
I like glossy cards.
I like that it's got the opaque and then the shiny.
Yes.
And then it's holographic, so that makes it even better. So, let's start with the cards that I drew already. So what we're going to do this time around is I'm going to read the entry that's in the guidebook so that we can see what differences are between an interpretive reading and just reading right from the book that's sold at the cards most of the time. So, the card that we drew for love was an inverted Six of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. You should be able to see her well like that.
Yes, I said that she was having a great time, and you said she was falling.
She's falling. And so inverted Six of Wands, according to the guidebook, says it stands for low spirits, apprehensive, rebuild reputation, constant striving with nothing to show for your hard work has left you wondering if all this time and effort was worth it. You may be feeling taken for granted for your endeavors, since you haven't received the acknowledgement and validation that you need to keep going. Doubt mounts higher with your alternating stress levels, and you are experiencing resistance with your current path. Public shame is causing you to retreat as you have not been able to live up to expectation. Follow your instincts on where you go next. Rebuild yourself and reestablish your reputation as the expert that you know you are. Success requires perspiration. So your fire is fueled by desires that are true to your values and what you want to bring to this world.
Super Lilith and Mars energy combined.
Basically the same thing that you just said. It's so much about yourself, and as you were saying earlier, that there's going to be a lot of sexual energy, so there may be a bit of rejection that's going to come with that, and that is, a big hit to the ego, and we just need to brush it off and be like, oh, this time it just didn't work, So, when it comes to relationships and love, basically we're going to there's going to be a lot of miscommunication, I believe. There's going to be a lot of not being able to say what it is that you want to say, basically, is going to be the underlying feeling. All right, so the next one was finances, which is the card that showed us that we were not recording. We have the moon in reverse.
Okay.
So let's see, the moon in reverse. Moon is a major arcana. It's almost there. Almost there. Here it is. The moon. So the moon in reverse stands for confusion, mixed signals, and hazy. Subconscious symbols appear more often than usual and are sending mixed messages. You are tuning in to listen to your intuition, but are unable to receive a clear signal, fraught with noise and interception. The moonlight is creating a hazy effect, lighting fears and anxiety as you try to decipher the clues. You're caught questioning yourself and your ambitions, filing them under irrational or impractical, when really you are doubting your ability to achieve your dreams. There is a restless energy as you desire to take action to solve your problems, but feel stuck with no clear direction to go forward. Don't give up. Go deep and uncover your core wounds. Break free from your limiting beliefs to free yourself from self-deception. Clarity will come when the time is right. So when it comes to money, we're probably not going to be very sure about the amount of money we're going to actually have to spend. There's going to be a lot of, am I going to be able to pay? I think so. Or maybe, a lot of that kind of feelings. But basically, the moon is telling you that even though it looks scary, you can treat yourself a little bit this week. You have the wiggle room, and it's going to be okay. I'm not saying, go out and buy yourself a car, but, treat yourself to some ice cream or that nice frappe that you've been thinking about for the past couple of weeks, Deserve it this week. A lot has been going on. We deserve to treat ourselves every now and then.
Is it also possible that we might not be very sure of our finances? Is that also the energy?
Yes, not sure.
Am I saving enough? Am I getting enough money? What's going on? That kind of
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. Are you being paid enough for what you're doing and stuff like that? So,
okay.
So that's the kind of energy that we're going with. All right, so health, the important one. How is the general health of the populace? We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. All these cards are in reverse.
Okay, she's not having a good time.
She's not having a good time. She's kind of like thinking if she'll do a pole dance, but she's not quite sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the Queen of Wands, here she is. We have intrusive, contentious, dejection are the words for the reversed Queen of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out. When the Queen of Wands reversed doesn't get her way, there for sure will be hell to pay. High demands can stroke huge fires, creating an air of aggression and animosity. Selfish motives can lead to manipulative antics, just so that she can win the game. This could also speak to a time of total loss of confidence in your authenticity. The fire and spark that used to inspire you have dimmed, and you have temporarily lost your power and identity. You're uncomfortable in the spotlight and avoid any attention, feeling self-conscious when it is thrown your way. Take a moment to remember where your passions lie and connect back to your authentic voice. She stands to be heard. Your fire is the fuel of your essence. Return to your truth of integrity, grace, and ease. So what could this mean when it comes to health? I think we're going to be seeing a lot more stories about the people who are angry about the changes.
Yeah.
But we have to embrace these changes because they're what are keeping us healthy. So the amount of people who embrace need to overrun the amount of people that are complaining. So don't let all of the stories about how someone gets arrested for pulling someone's mask off. It happened. Don't let those stories like change what you know about yourself. You know, you're not that person. You can live with a mask for a couple of minutes or a couple of hours. You'll be okay. We're gonna be okay.
I'm feeling a little bit of consequential energy too, because I feel like you've upset the mother. You know? Like you've upset the order of things, but you're not taking care.
Yeah, you just listen to the instructions, and now the ones who didn't listen to the instructions will be punished.
Exactly. That's the kind of vibe I was getting, like, because I think it said that if she doesn't get her way, if she doesn't, there will be hell to pay or something like that. It said. So I feel like if you're not following our authority figure, our mother or father, I mean, mother, father, they're archetypes. They are the ones who keep us safe. That's what I'm saying. So if we are not listening to them, I think there will be hell to pay. Yeah,
basically. All right. So do we want to pull a pandemic card, or do we want to pull a card for Lebanon?
Lebanon.
All right. Let's see. How, what's recovery look like for that country right now?
Oof. Yeah.
We have the Four of Wands, also in reverse. I swear these cards are all in reverse. You can look. We have ones that are not in reverse. We just so happen to be pulling only reverse cards.
Wow. Wow.
So the Four of Wands. I almost got right to the page. Instability, uncertainty, and flightedness. Home might be the last place you want to be right now. Instability inside domestic environments can leave you feeling insecure with your place in relationships and spaces. Communication is out of sync, and no matter how hard you seem to try, translations get lost the more you attempt to explain yourself. There is an uncertainty to where your future will lie and where you will end up next. Commitment is going to be a struggle, so don't expect it from a new relationship. If this is you, be easy on yourself and give yourself space to decide if this person feels like home. Fight or flight, the choice is up to you. In your heart, you know you must move on to more stable ground if this does not improve. The energy is unsustainable and you desire solid ground.
I'm just thinking about Mars. I'm like shaking my head at Mars. I'm like, Mars, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Why? I mean, these are necessary, right? Like, it's the balance of everything. It has to. That's just how it is. The balance of energies. So.
This is Mars squaring Pluto. That's what this is. Remember, this was not the recorded part. Before we started recording, I was telling you that Mars squaring Pluto, I just don't see anything good coming out of it. Like,
yeah,
these are two malefics who are kind of literally squaring each other, and the only thing that's going to come out is fire, violence, aggression, destruction, and unfortunately, we see that manifesting in Lebanon right now.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. So what was the card saying about like what do you think it's saying about Lebanon, how it's going to recover?
I mean, it said in there a thing about how a new relationship might not be the fix, and I think that might be in reference to how the elections in Lebanon are actually like right around the corner, right? So it's going to be up to the people in the end if they want to basically, do they want to stay and fight, or do they want to leave? Like, those are the only choices that they have when
they've been pushed to a corner. You're right.
So it's like they can turn around and abandon, the unsturdy ground if it's too much, and there's going to be no bad repercussions for that. That's not what the card says. That's not what the energy is saying. If they decide to say, you know what, this is too much, I'm moving to another country and that's just the way it is, there isn't going to be any, like, there's going to be no bad blood for that.
Yeah.
Not really. It's just going to be, that's the choice.
What was necessary. Mm-hmm.
What was necessary for you, probably your family. Because, I mean, raising children in that right now is just not, it's not a good thing. And then with what just happened, now there's even more unease because, like, there's now a big fire in the capital that they have to deal with, and I bet that's a lot of like toxins in the air right now. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing to, like, not even just thinking about that it was just an explosion, scary, people were hurt, but like people are going to be poisoned by the air. When the, what was it a fire the fire that was here not too long ago, where it left the sky brown for an entire day. A lot of people got sick from that because it's too much. The air quality was so bad. So just imagine all the toxins that are coming out of that warehouse, of all the plastic, all of the explosives. Like that's a lot of toxins that they're going to be inhaling. So it's something they have to seriously consider. Like, do you even have roots anymore and a reason to stay? You know, that's something but that's only a choice that they can make.
Yeah, the roots have been ruined also, literally.
Yeah.
So it's like making a new beginning from the ashes, basically.
And if they decide to do that, it is going to take a lot of, not just work, it's going to be a lot of fighting. Because, like, not just the poison that's in the general, like, just in the country as is, but, you know, there's danger around every corner. So if you want to survive, you're going to have to fight for it in the country if you love it that much to stay. So it's a commitment that you're going to make. And if you don't feel like you're 100% on that, maybe it's not something. I mean, you can always go back later if you so choose, but it's up to you in the end, and there's not going to be repercussions one way or the other. Each one is going to have its difficulties, and you choose if it's fight or if it's flight. Like right now, you're at that place. Oh, so that was that.
It was a little heavy.
That was heavy. That ended heavy.
Yeah, but I think we kind of. I mean, we could never have predicted something like this would happen. But I guess this world has been on fire for a while.
Yeah.
And although it's sad whatever is happening, I'm so sorry to say this. I don't think this is going to be the only one.
No.
I'm sorry. But what I can say is that there are still blessings out there. Like maybe these violent things, these super energy things, absolutely horrible things might seem like dominating our lives right now, but there are also blessings, and it will be hard to see them, to be very honest. But you know, humanity has gone through a lot. It's gone through a lot as a species, as a community, as a society. We've gone through a lot, and I think we will recover. We will recover, and we will build a new world.
We will recover. It will never be the same.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to. We shouldn't want it to be, to be honest.
Yes.
So let's move forward.
Yeah.
Forward to a better human civilization.
Yes.
So,
all right.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
this episode.
That's it. That's it for our forecast episode, both astrologically and tarot-wise. How would you conclude everything? I mean, the cards that you read, the stars that are speaking. How would you conclude?
Basically, there's a lot of personal energy. So, there's a lot. Right now, you can work on treating yourself for the work that you've done, if you've done the work the past couple of weeks. So now's the time, treat yourself, do a little exercise, get yourself a treat, and, try to survive the darkness that is Mars.
Yes. Oh my God. and Saturn and Pluto
And
all
Saturn and
dancing,
Pluto.
all dancing together for the next 6 months.
Yep.
6 months? Yeah, almost
Right now,
5 months.
right now it's one of the few lulls that we're going to have, so enjoy it.
Yeah, actually, good thing you mentioned that because it actually starts kind of getting intense towards the end of this month. So this is really, really the time to kind of enjoy what you can enjoy.
Enjoy what you can enjoy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Because towards the end of the month, Venus is going to make weird connections with Pluto. And again, we'll be like, okay, here we go. So yeah. Let's try to make the best of this Mars energy and Venus blessings for the first 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that was a siren.
Yep, I'm just waiting for it to go by.
That's the Mars energy right there.
Just sit right there. That's the Mars energy.
Well,
just yelling and screaming as it goes by.
That's Mars energy in a car. Oh, speaking of which, we have to be careful of accidents, guys. Completely forgot to mention this. We have to be careful of car accidents at this time. Mars, especially when Mars goes retrograde in September towards the end of August, I think. Yes, in September it goes retrograde. Oh my God. We have to be very, very careful. Okay. Careful of accidents. That can happen anywhere, actually. So yeah, that's that. Okay. So that was our forecast for this week and a half. We are on all podcast sources, wherever you listen to your podcasts on, Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, of course, is the one that does all the work for us.
Yes,
so you can, yes, you can check out our podcast there too. It's a great app. Totally, you should download it. And we also have this channel, this YouTube channel. And we also follow us on social media. We are on Instagram, Star Stories and Life. And we usually post our videos there, so you can keep yourselves posted about what we are doing, what topics we'll be talking about, and you can also like chip in and tell us whatever you want to see. So that would be great. And if you could recommend our videos, if you really like them, you can recommend our videos, like them, share them, and also like subscribe to our channels, not only on YouTube, but also on the other podcast sources. Also, both Emma and I do readings. So if you have a question, if you have, yes, basically a question, you can definitely ask us. You can either go to Emma or you can go to us, but I would recommend something that is both tarot and astrology. So whatever question you have, you can just, give us your information, contact us, DM us, and maybe we can work together and try to find an answer for you, a direction for you, where you should be heading, what you need to be careful about. So we do that too. So for readings, you can DM either one of us, or you can just DM us on Star Stories and Life on Instagram. You can send us an email at starstoriesandlife@gmail.com. And yes, give us some love by liking and sharing our videos and podcasts, dude.
Yes, exactly. So, let me put this back on top of the box. That is the end of our show. So thank everyone who's watching or who's listening for watching and listening. And we hope to see you next week or next episode, because we have a episode that we're trying to do as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna get weird. Gonna get weird. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
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 Yes.
Bye. Yes, bye.
Yes.